This is Exploring with Nug.
When I first heard about it, of course I thought like that's got to be crap. Like it can't be true. There's no way this is true. This is like the worst possible thing anybody could do ever. Like it's a horrible thing. And so at first, for a split second, I was defensive for Jared. Um, and then I quickly started noticing all the evidence.
What's going on, guys? So, for all the people still thinking that this is just all made up and that Jared didn't do this and that the emails are fake and that it's just somebody wanting money, okay? Here is Exploring with Nug giving the rundown on how he knows that Jared did write those emails.
With the emails that apparently he was writing back and forth to his cousin, who is the victim in all of this, the first victim, come to find out. And once I read all of those, there's really no way you can you can't read those and talk your way out of that. Like those are your words, and in nowhere in these emails did he deny anything.
Think about that. Imagine these people came up together. Nugs has close to 500,000 subs now. Jarrett had almost 3 million subs.
It was disgusting to read, and I felt nauseated. Like I was literally in a state of just shock, like anybody else, because this guy that I thought I knew, I started following him on YouTube when he was like 7,000 subs maybe, and I only had like maybe 1,000 subs, just doing goofy river treasure videos.
People have to remember that this is a small community. So what we're talking about is not reaching the masses, the millions. The mainstream hasn't picked this up yet. Other people who support AWP don't know about this unless they're also into other true crime.
And I thought he was a straight up guy. And I know that the word alleged is getting thrown around, and I know everybody has their opinion, everybody has their beliefs, and you're allowed to, and that's great. I believe that the whole innocent until proven guilty thing only goes so far when you pretty much have a written confession back and forth between the victim and the predator.
There's so many people. That's why all these videos need to be shared. People need to speak on this subject. The idea that, we're talking about him, making him more popular. No. All we are doing is pointing out that this stuff happened, allegedly, and that this is going on in the background. And just because you and all the people that you talk to online know about it, doesn't mean that most people know about it. This is kind of the same situation with people saying, well, the information was online, all the other AWP guys had to know beforehand. Not necessarily. Just because you know of something. For me, okay, before I started making videos, I never went to Reddit. Never. Couldn't have had any purpose, care for it whatsoever.
His team, former team, came out today, and very emotional videos came out. They're trying their best to explain this, what's going on and what they're doing. They're locked up in some crap contracts, which I think is useless as the paper they're probably written on, for the main fact that I'm sure there's no fine print in these. There's no way a contract can protect somebody from talking about criminal activity.
Most people don't know that this is going on.
These are working class. These are real humans, with real families. Got to pay the bills, and if they did get sued because of this breach of contract, then it's just more money that they would have to spend on lawyers and stuff like that. So I get it. I get why they're talking about it.
Now remember, Exploring with Nug did not work for AWP. Exploring with Nug is his own YouTube channel, who has been friends with Jarrett since Jarrett had about the same size YouTube channel that I have right now.
Proof thing is where I'm like, the emails, that's all the proof I needed to be, convinced that this is not fabricated. And on top of that, somebody also said, well, these emails could be fabricated. somebody could have wrote these. Jared couldn't have, he didn't write these, stuff like that.
Most people who are subscribed to Adventures with Purpose have no idea of all this happening. They have no idea that the Adventures with Purpose guys have resigned. The hardcore fans who follow each and every one of them, yeah, they know, obviously. The people who are part of the true crime community who listen to all of us talk, yeah, they know. But the main plain Jane, regular old person who watches YouTube videos sometimes and sees Adventures with Purpose doing great things, they don't know who Jared is or what Jared did.
But Jared has already said that his official statement is the emails back and forth between him and his cousin.
Exploring with Nug is going to let you know how he knows Jared's friend is going to let you know how he knows that those emails are legitimate.
So I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I heard about what's going on. I want you to know, because this is before I knew anything and I thought he was my friend. So I told I sent him a text. I was like, hey, I heard what's going on, dude. I got your back if you need anything. That was me, my first reaction, because I thought maybe I had a friend getting railroaded. But that's me jumping the gun too fast before I knew what the hell was going on. But he did write back, very generic message saying, my official statement is what I wrote back and forth to my cousin. That's public on Reddit. So anybody could read these.